know I wrote a book, right? It's called Buy a Game and it's free. Click the link down there, you got it.
DreAllDay.com.
What's going on, everybody? Dre Baldwin, DreAllDay.com. We are here for the second round NBA playoffs predictions. I missed the weekend. I missed Saturday. It's Sunday night. I'm recording this right now just to show y'all that it is 7:44 p.m. Y'all see the time, 7:44 p.m. Eastern on Sunday night. I'm recording this so y'all know it's Sunday. Y'all see the scores right there on the NBA app that the Heat won Game 7 and the Warriors won Game 1. And the Pacers-Raptors game didn't start yet. So this is when I'm recording this. So all four of these videos that y'all about to watch, because I'm going to do both Eastern Conference, both Western Conference, 4 separate vids. I'm recording them all right now. So y'all know Game 1 already happened in 2 series. In the West, Game 1 already happened. In the East, the only series that is free and clear is the Hawks-Cavs, because we already know who's playing and they didn't play yet. But in the other series, the Raptors-Pacers didn't even play Game 7 yet, so I don't even know who won, but I'm still going to do my predictions because for that, as far as that series goes, it don't even matter. So number one thing, first series we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the Eastern Conference. We got to start with the East. I live out there, so don't go there. First series is going to be the Miami Heat, the number 3 seed. Is that right? Number 3 seed Miami Heat. They will be going up against the winner of the 2-7 series, was the Toronto Raptors and the Indiana Pacers. And the reason I'm doing this series right now, because it doesn't matter who wins that Game 7, because I'm going with the Miami Heat. I'm going with El Heat. El Heat dos minutos. I'm going with the Heat to win the round 2 series. They're going to win this series in, I'm going to give the Heat 6 games. They're actually going to do better against this team than they did against the Charlotte Hornets. They're going to win this series. Why is that? First of all, let's talk about Miami, then we'll talk about their opponent. Of course, D-Wade ain't dead. Y'all know about the D-Wade ain't dead hashtag. I've been using that for like 4 years now. D-Wade is the best player the Heat have right now. Chris Bosh is hurt, and I don't think Chris Bosh is going to come back for the playoffs. I don't think he is. I think the Heat don't want him to play, even though Chris Bosh himself wants to play. But with the team that they got right now, looking at their opponent, either Toronto or the Pacers, I don't think the Heat will have any more problem with either of them than they had with the Charlotte Bobcats. I mean, Charlotte Hornets, or whatever their name. Don't even matter what their name is, because they out the playoffs. Kemba Walker was putting in work a couple games, but when Dragic decided to really go, he could get up in Kemba's ass and take Kemba out the game, and then he put himself in the game, and they took them out. And I love the Heat's role players right now. The Heat have a strong cast of role players, even stronger now than the role players they had during the Big 3 era when it was LeBron, Bosh, and Wade. They got better role players now, maybe because they have more space, more cap space to throw around some cash. Joe Johnson has stepped up as much as he can. Luol Deng is doing his thing. Of course, you still got Dwayne Wade. Richardson has been great, the rookie. Tyler Johnson's just coming back. I know he was coming back from an injury. And the other guy, who's the other guy I'm forgetting to mention? There's another guy I can't even remember. Well, Gerald Green has stepped up. He stepped up doing his thing. Winslow is stepping up doing his thing. He got some good young guys. Of course, Whiteside out there, as long as he's in the game and he's engaged, which he is most of the time. He played at an all-star level this year. Whiteside going up against whatever big man the Pacers or Raptors have, he's going to have to bring it. He got to bring it mentally. He got to keep his composure because those guys can get fired up too. So he got to make sure he keeps his mental composure. And I think Eric Spoelstra can outcoach either one of the coaches, either the Pacers, Vogel, or the Raptors and Casey. I think the Raptors will be a tougher matchup for the Heat. Again, I'm recording this. I don't even know who won Game 7 between the Raptors and the Pacers, but it don't matter because I'm picking the Heat in 6 against either one of them. I think the Raptors will be a tougher matchup for the Heat overall just because they got that big guy, Valanciunas, down there who could bang around, throw his weight around on Whiteside's ass. And they also had the Raptors had those 2 all-star guards in Lowry and DeRozan, who sometimes they play good and sometimes they kind of, you don't know what the hell is going on, like in this series right now with the Pacers, a team that I thought the Raptors should have been able to handle within 5 or 6 games, but the Raptors have proven consistently that they don't really show up like they're supposed to in the playoffs. I don't know why. Even if they win this series, why are they going to a Game 7 against the Indiana Pacers, a team that I don't see them as a team that really should have threatened the Raptors, but this is what happens with the Raptors. With that being said, even if the Raptors win, I think the Heat will take them out in the second round in 6 games, even though the Raptors will have home court advantage. I'm still going with the Heat in 6. And if the Pacers win the series, yeah, Paul George is the man, but I think the Heat have some, even though the Heat I don't think they have anybody who's as good as Paul George right now on the wing. The Heat do have some good, solid players on the wing who can, give Paul George, at least give him some trouble. And the rest of the Pacers team, they just got those role players, guys who just step up, do their job. Step up, do their job night after night. They get a guy to step up, do something. Another guy steps up, does something, kind of like the Heat. but with a little bit less flash and dash, I guess. Or maybe I'm just thinking that because I live in Miami and I hear about the Heat more than I hear about the Pacers. But my overall pick for that series between the Miami Heat and either the Pacers or the Raptors, don't matter who it is, I'm going with the Miami Heat to win that series in 6 games. And the Heat are not an invincible team, but I think they can beat the Pacers. They can definitely beat the Pacers, and I think they will beat the Raptors because the Raptors are just an unproven, shaky when it comes to the playoffs team. They're shaky in the playoffs. I don't know why they're shaky in the playoffs, but they are shaky in the playoffs. So I'm going to go with Miami to take them out or take the Pacers out in 6 games in the second round series. Again, I'm recording this before I know who won Game 7. Y'all can let me know y'all picks once y'all of course y'all know who won, but tell me what you think. What y'all think about that series, who's going to win that second round series, and then what I'm really looking forward to is seeing the Heat against the Cavs in round 3. So I'm kind of giving away what my other pick in the Eastern Conference is going to be, but I'm going to explain that in the other video where I'm going to tell y'all who my picks are for the other second round series in the Eastern Conference, which will be the Cavs and the Hawks. Y'all go check that vid. Let me know your feelings about this series down here in the comments and work on your game. DreAllDay.com. Make sure you follow me on social media, Snapchat. You see it right there. The code's going to come up. Dre Baldwin. My Instagram is the same name, at Dre Baldwin. My Twitter and my Periscope, both at Dre All Day. Y'all know my website, DreAllDay.com. Any business inquiries, hit me via email, Dre@DreAllDay.com, or you can just send me a snap. Work on your game. Dre All Day.